I can't believe that I'm still here. The journey in life I've been on has been a struggle since I was a child. I'm here because I would like to talk to the people in the background of what this man has done for me through God. It's nothing small. And I didn't run from any of it, but I mastered a lot of it, and that's why I'm backwards today. I'm okay with that. People don't understand me because I don't have education. I can't use the words like everybody else uses. But I know the feeling, and they know it when they see it. I started drinking and drugging at a very early age, 10 years old or less. Started having sex when I was 8. That's why I don't think that that world is part of my world, because it wasn't part of a world that I enjoyed. But I was mixed up in it through the circumstances. I've come to understand that the system let me down, I let myself down, my parents let me down, something let me down, and I just stopped growing, because one day I was carrying a rose home to my mother at 7 years old, begging her to love me. And I never understood that that wasn't possible for her. Every day I had to hear I was a mistake. The verbal abuse that I could use was taught from me, to me. And I'm very good with it. That's what I want to change, and that's what's changed in the last 3 months. I've been up and down the scale. Tried to commit suicide when I was 17 years old in the Kent County Jail. You didn't let that happen, God. I never understood why. I do now. I'm worth way more than I understood. The last treatment center, I've got 8 felonies on my record. I was not a good person. I know what the world of human trafficking is. I'm telling you, I was at the bottom. Somehow one day I decided to tell my doctor I was an addict, and that was 23 years ago, and I've been sober since. He helped me get off them. He saved my life. His wife ran the office. She did every bit of the paperwork for me because I couldn't read and write. I couldn't fill out the paperwork, and she got the treatment for me to get rid of the hepatitis C that I got through the drug use. Why did that get cured? I don't know. Why did I live through the fire that I lived through in my parents' house? I don't know. But I did. Many fires. I'm extremely excited today because I have a trash can at the end of my driveway. I've been homeless for more than 20 years. Last October, I took possession of a home. 6 years ago, I re-entered the workforce. Everything is going great. So good that I knew that I was going to mess it up if I didn't find help. I found that help. Through spiritual consultants and the Ionia County Mental Health. I go to intense meetings every Tuesday and Thursday. I'm happy to be here. 62, I've lost a lot of friends. I got a lot of hope in my heart that somebody can get if they let it come from me. I've lived in chaos all my life, and the love I'm receiving today is just, I'm excited for tomorrow. Somebody took the time to show me what is called a module. I don't know what that is. A piece of paper with some pictures on it. I get more out of pictures than I do words. It was put in my mother from my unforgiving heart that I swore I would never do because I watched the hatred eat her up over George Bear and a bad deal that went south. Never left her mouth till she was dead. I lived with that same hatred for her. 2 weeks ago yesterday, I told Gail that I'd asked my mother to sit down in a chair next to me so we could have a talk. That invite only lasted 10 seconds because the hatred was right back, took control. But the magic is that it took place. When I expressed it verbally, I acknowledged it to the world. Before I knew what was coming out of my mouth, I said, I forgive you, Mom. That was the first time I said that, and the floodgates have opened. What it was that happened, when that moment happened, is it triggered that 7-year-old boy to come back to life so that I could nurture that kid, so that I could live the way I was supposed to live from the beginning. If you don't think you can stop time and go back, you're insane. God can do anything. I'm living, verbal proof of it. I don't come to you with a problem that I have with you if I don't have evidence. When I go to court, it's a conviction. I live by rules today that I developed over the years before I came to this help. And those rules were the way God got me to bend to where I could accept the love that I started receiving. Because when I see love coming at me, I know that I'm the victim. If you show me love, I would push you away. I would do everything in my power to not let you love me because I am destructive. I was in a meeting yesterday, and there was a lady there, and I had the inkling to explain my version of God in my life. It's that teeny tiny spark of a star in the universe that wants to reach out and help people, to love people, to be what I've never been. So I'm a very firm believer that when a seed is planted, it will grow. Whether you do right or wrong with it, I don't know. I did wrong for a long time. God had his hand in my life more than you can understand. I got this outfit's phone number from what I thought was a suicide hotline. I don't care what it was from. I called the phone number and I got an answer. God was on the other end because this guy tells me that they don't normally give his number out. So how can you explain that one to me? How can you explain 63 years old and I have enough talent in my fingers to stop in any town and set my life back up because God has gifted me with an incredible brain I may not know words, but I sure know numbers. I know how to read a tape measure, a blueprint, because they're pictures. Everybody doesn't learn things the same way. But if your children fly higher than you did, then you've done your job. And I am a child in this world right now. My message is thank you for donating and funding what has saved my life. I'm so happy, and I'm a lot smarter because I'm not going to let the old me destroy everything I've been working for the last 20 years. And I was created to be just like a lot of other people. That's the one, actually, now that you mention it, that I have to work on the hardest. Because when the love comes at me and the genuine people that come at me, I see it as a fake, false wall. But that's how bad I've been wrong, because it's not. It's everything I think it ain't. That's what it is. I love you, and I thank you.